This is Truth Unraveled with Abiola Omoloye, and I'm Akinkwele. I would like to discuss something with us today. I'll be reading from Judges chapter 6, verse 11. And there came an angel of the Lord and sat under an oak, which was in Ophrah, that pertained unto Joash the Abiezrite. And his son Gideon threshed wheat by the winepress to hide it from the Midianites. And the angel of the Lord appeared unto him and said unto him, The Lord is with thee, thou mighty man of valor. And Gideon said unto him, O my Lord, if the Lord be with us, why then is all this befalling us? And where be all his miracles which our fathers told us of, saying, Did not the Lord bring us up from Egypt? But now the Lord has forsaken us, and delivered us into the hands of the Midianites. And the Lord looked upon him and said, Go in this thy might, and thou shalt save Israel from the hand of the Midianites. Have not I sent thee? And he said unto him, O my Lord, wherewith shall I save Israel? Behold, my family is poor in Manasseh, and I am the least in my father's house. And the Lord said unto him, Surely I will be with thee, and thou shalt smite the Midianites as one man. And he said unto him, If now I have found grace in thy sight, then show me a sign that thou talkest with me. Depart not hence, I pray thee, until I come unto thee and bring forth my present, and set it before thee. And he said, I will tarry until thou come again. And Gideon went in, and made ready a kid, and unleavened cakes of an ephah of flour. The flesh he put in a basket, and he put the broth in a pot, and brought it out unto him under the oak, and presented it. And the angel of the Lord said unto him, Take the flesh and unleavened cakes, and lay them upon the rock, and pour out the broth. And he did so. And the angel of the Lord put forth the end of the staff that was in his hand, and touched the flesh and the unleavened cakes. And there rose up fire out of the rock, and consumed the flesh and the unleavened cakes. Then the angel of the Lord departed out of his sight. And when Gideon perceived that he was an angel of the Lord, Gideon said, Alas, O Lord God, for because I have seen an angel of the Lord face to face. And the Lord said unto him, Peace be unto thee, fear not, thou shalt not die. Then Gideon built an altar there unto the Lord, and called it Jehovah Shalom. Unto this day it is yet in Ophrah of the Abiezrites. This is where an angel of the Lord met with a man called Gideon. And when the angel of the Lord will meet with this man, the angel of the Lord called this man, Mighty man of valor, the Lord is with you. Now the issue is that when this man was addressed, then he came and asked the question. And what was his question? His question was, Oh my Lord, if the Lord be with us, why then is all this befalling us? Where be all his miracles which our fathers told us of, saying, Did not the Lord bring us up from Egypt? But now the Lord hath forsaken us, and hath delivered us into the hands of the Midianites. Now if you look at what this man is saying here, it's quite obvious that Israel was in a kind of difficult situation at that particular point in time. And then when the Lord appeared unto him, that was the first question that the man will ask the Lord. Like, this was a man that was troubled in his heart. This was a man that was hiding. If you look at this whole story, this was a man that was hiding from the enemy. I mean, the whole land was in turmoil and all that. But then the Lord went on to say that the Lord is with him, that the Lord was going to use him, to deliver Israel out of the hand of the Midianites. And then Gideon asked for a sign, and he offered an offering unto the Lord, and the Lord accepted that offering. Now, what came out of everything was this man proclaiming the Lord as Jehovah Shalom. Now, we all call Jehovah Shalom everywhere. That is the Lord my peace. This man had questions from the beginning, but note something, that the questions of this man were not answered. God did not come and give a reason for why he did everything he did. God did not come to give a reason to justify himself. God only called a man to come and work for him. And the man was willing to work for God by submitting an offering, before God, and dedicating himself before God in that aspect. And then at the end of it all, the man proclaimed the Lord as the Lord my peace. If you look at the story of Job also, when Job was in a very difficult situation and all that, and he was asking God that, God, I wish you would appear right now, and come and show yourself, and let me ask you questions, and then you will justify me and know that I'm not, there is no wickedness in me and all that. But when God will appear unto this man, God was the one asking the question. He said, where were you when I laid the foundations of the world? Now, anybody will say that, what does that have to do with the problem that Job was facing? That is not the issue of God. The issue of God is somebody who was suffering unjustly. But actually, by the time we will end the book of Job, and God was asking about those different animals, that, do you know this particular animal? He spoke about the great Leviathan, that can you draw out the great Leviathan with a hook and all that. It looks like all those things were actually not relevant to what the situation on ground, but under that story is what you can see that God was trying to display his own glory. Everything that God does, everything that God happens at every moment, at every time, it is to glorify God, because God is sovereign in everything. And I think that this is what's happened in the case of Gideon here. So even though his questions were not answered, but the man learned that God was sovereign in all aspects, and he was able to come out and say, yes, the Lord is Jehovah Shalom. The Lord is our peace. The Lord is my peace. And to Christians of today, what I just have to tell you is that a lot of things will happen. In this world, as you are growing older, there will be a lot of things where we need to question God. Why is this happening? A lot of situations will happen that will be like, but why are things this way? But what has God called us into? God has called us into relying in the fact that He himself is our peace, that God is sovereign. And when we have confidence in the sovereignty of God, that God is king over every situation, that God knows about everything and is in control of everything, we will have great peace in that. The Bible told us in the book of Jeremiah, said, look at the thoughts that he has towards us. They are thoughts of good and not of evil, to give us an expected end. And the end that he has for us is the end of good. And Romans will tell us a lot of things about our trials and tribulation. Romans will tell us that these trials and tribulation are to make us more like Christ, to conform us more into the image of Christ. So just like Apostle Paul said, instead of, rebelling against God in our sufferings, instead of rebelling against God when things are not right for us, rather we should rejoice that God is still sovereign over every situation, and we should hold on to that promise that was written for us in Hebrews, when the Bible told us that God cannot lie. That God cannot lie. We should hold on to that promise, that all the promises that God has concerning us as believers, that He will fulfill them in due time, and that everything is for His own good and pleasure. I pray that God will help us in Jesus' name.